I passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors. But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
You ever wonder what the real job is for someone who's already sold their soul out in Hollywood? Let me tell you, it's to pretend like it never happened. That's the #1 rule. They all play the same part, keep the same poker face, and act like nothing went down.
Whoever made that complex list, I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certifications. Let me know who beat me, bruh.
Katt's been exposing the shady side of the industry for years, but this time, he's taken direct aim at Choppa, hinting that his come-up might have cost him more than fans realize. If what Katt's suggesting is true, that whole spiritual awakening image Choppa's been selling could be just a front. The humiliation ritual talk blew up for a reason. People started spotting the pattern. A star blows up and suddenly does something wild. And the internet's like, yep, that's the ritual. Even mainstream outlets started picking it up, calling it the new label for anything bizarre, shocking, or out of character. The energy feels like half paranoia, half uncomfortable truth. These days, fame don't reward talent, it rewards chaos. You gotta pull a stunt, do something outrageous or borderline demonic just to stay trending. Look at Lil Nas X when he dropped Montero, Call Me By Your Name. J. Christ and those infamous Satan shoes with MSCHF, people completely lost it. Conservatives called it evil, conspiracy heads said, see? Another ritual. Lil Nas brushed it off as marketing, said he was trolling, but the timing, the visuals, and that whole aesthetic, it felt a little too intentional.
I wanted to not necessarily apologize, but I wanted to explain like where my head at and where it's been for like the last week. So first of all, when I did the artwork, I knew like there would be some upset people or whatnot, simply because, you know, religion is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. But I also didn't mean to like mock. This wasn't like a to you people, to the Christians, like, you know, it was not that. It was literally me saying, oh, I'm back like Jesus. Like that was like the whole thing. I'm not the first person to dress up as Jesus.
Then came Sam Smith and Kim Petras at the 2023 Grammys, red latex, flames, horns. The whole thing looked straight out of a dark ceremony. Their performance of Unholy had people online clutching their remotes like, what did I just watch? The conspiracy crowd instantly stamped it. Yep, that's the ritual, mission complete. Even casual fans said it felt more like a ceremony than a song. And just when that was cooling off, along came Shabuzi, fresh off his breakout fame and his first Met Gala appearances, and the internet already labeled him the new recruit. Dude stepped out dripped in pearls, giving off that androgynous vibe, and boom. Timelines flooded with humiliation ritual breakdowns like it was proof. One user posted, Hollywood turned him out. Another wrote, bro went from masculine to feminine in under a year. This is initiation. That's the new script now. Every time a star blows up, they gotta do something offbeat or flamboyant just to prove they're in the loop. But why humiliation though? Out of everything they could make you do, why that? Mel Gibson once said it straight up, humiliation is Hollywood's favorite control tactic. It's the one weapon that strikes the deepest. Once they break your pride in front of millions, they own you. You'll do anything to keep that spotlight, even if it means trading your self-respect for another hit record or film deal.
Most people's #1 fear is public humiliation. Okay? I don't give a anymore. I'm not afraid of it because I've had plenty.
And right when that conversation started dying out, NLE Choppa jumped in and took it to another level. On his own YouTube channel, he dropped a video boldly titled, I did a humiliation ritual and I passed. Bro wasn't even hiding it. He said it loud and proud, like it was an exam he aced to climb the fame ladder.
I passed my humiliation ritual with all honors, with flying colors.
But here's where it got real strange. Choppa claimed he went through the ritual while walking with God, said he was deep in prayer, meditating and staying spiritually grounded the whole way through.
But the only difference between my humiliation ritual and a lot of others is I was walking with God the whole time. Being deeply rooted in prayer, deeply in search of answers, and deeply rooted and grounded in the palms of his hands through the process of this whole humiliation ritual.
And the internet went wild. People were like, hold up, how you doing a ritual that's supposed to humiliate or expose you, but calling it holy? That contradiction had social media on fire. But instead of backing off, Choppa doubled down, popped up in another clip, talking like he outplayed the industry, claiming he's the best to do it.
Whoever made that complex list, I just want to let you know something, man. Your ass need to go do rock and roll or some other shit. I swear to God, 21, 18 platinum, 6 or 7 gold. Go look at the certifications. Let me know who beat me, bruh.
Then later, he softened it a bit, said he wasn't himself when he made those statements, like he was in a different headspace that day.
And I felt like that day, I kind of released a small bit of it. And I think in the process of me releasing that, that was the first time in a long time you kind of seen that glimpse of me. But when I recorded the first video that I made of me passing my humiliation ritual, I say that to say I was extremely angry. I was not calm.
Too late though, the internet never forgets. And soon the pattern started showing itself crystal clear. Blow up, do something humiliating, call it growth, then act like it never happened. That's exactly what Katt Williams been preaching. Step into the spotlight, go through the ritual, and play dumb afterward. Remember what he said? The number one job of somebody who sold their soul in Hollywood is to act like it didn't happen. They all follow the same playbook. Folks used to laugh, thinking Katt was just paranoid or joking, but nah, he was revealing the formula. In that Shannon Sharpe interview, Katt dropped bombs. Said he was offered $50 million, not once, but 4 times, just to fall in line with that Hollywood circus. All he had to do was join the DL madness, hit those secret parties, and keep quiet. But Katt wasn't built for that. He said hell no, he'd rather stay broke than bend for a trophy.
That's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times, just to protect my integrity and that virgin I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
And that's exactly what separates Katt from the rest. He ain't new to this. Dude's been calling out the darkness in Hollywood since before half these rappers even owned a chain. Back then, people thought it was just jokes. Nah, it was prophecy. Everything he warned about is unfolding right now. And the wild part? Most folks still ignored him because they didn't want to face how dirty the game really is.
To be gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room.
Looking at it now, the pattern's almost too clear. You sell your soul, trade your morals, or sacrifice something, that's the toll for fame. Every major name's got whispers around them. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Doja, all accused of initiations to climb higher. And when anyone dares to speak up, the industry slaps a crazy label on them. Just ask Kanye, he's been shouting about sacrifices and control for years. Said it straight up, his own mother was part of the cost of his success.
I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize, They want to monetize and traumatize.
They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control it. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me.
And look what happened after. The industry blackballed him, cut his deals, stripped his endorsements, and painted him as unstable. Some say it went even darker, that they tried to silence him completely. Word is, they tried to drown him in heavy lithium doses just to shut him up.
They tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you.
That's exactly why most artists stay quiet. They see the consequences, you speak up, and suddenly you're crazy or finished. But the patterns don't lie. Every time someone hits peak fame, something strange follows. A public meltdown, a weird outfit, a ritual performance that flips their image overnight. Now sure, some say it's just art, high fashion, expression, performance. Maybe for a few that's true. But pay attention, a lot of them start acting different afterward. Energy changes. The way they talk, move, even dress, it's like the old version of them disappears. Suddenly, it's all gender-bending, symbolic, or flat-out blasphemous, nothing like how they came up. That's why the streets are watching close. 'Cause when a rapper who built his name off gritty anthems suddenly steps out looking like a gothic priest in latex, you gotta ask, what's really happening behind those doors? That's the very warning Katt's been shouting for years. The fame game got rules, and they ain't free. You either play the fool, obey the system, or you vanish. So when NLE Choppa said he passed his ritual, it wasn't just talk, it felt like confirmation of how deep this goes. And trust, the internet caught it quick. One fan wrote, that ritual was him dressing up feminine, playing with the image, he's telling us what it is. Another said, you can't walk with God and dance with the devil at the same time. So now the question is, did Choppa really earn his fame? Or just play his role in the industry's twisted script? And was Katt Williams right this whole time about Hollywood breaking people down to control them? This one runs deep, and if you think that's wild, wait till you see what's next. Stay locked in.